UW. Other partners update Yellowstone Volcano Earthquake Monitoring Plan. The Yellowstone Volcano Observatory, YVO, a consortium of 9 regional scientific institutions, has released a new 10-year plan to improve monitoring and hazard assessment of volcanic, hydrothermal and earthquake activity in the Yellowstone Plateau region. The University of Wyoming, led by Department of Geology and Geophysics Professor Ken Sims, is one of YVO's partners, along with the U.S. Geological Survey, Wyoming State Geological Survey. Yellowstone National Park, University of Utah, Montana Bureau of Mines and Geology, the Idaho Geological Survey, Montana State University, and the scientific organization UNAVCO. The Yellowstone volcanic system, formed over the last 2.1 million years by 3 major caldera-forming eruptions and many other minor eruptions, is one of the most dynamic parts of the world for volcanic, hydrothermal and earthquake activity. While highly unlikely, the threat of another caldera-forming supereruption, an explosive eruption with a volume of more than 1,000 cubic kilometers, or 240 cubic miles, has serious implications for Earth's habitability, as it would dump large amounts of ash on large swaths of the United States and have negative impacts. Long-term effects on the global climate due to ash and gases injected into the stratosphere. Another potential supereruption from Yellowstone has attracted massive media attention and even a sensation of dread in recent years. Fortunately, there is no indication that such activity is imminent, and the magmatic system beneath Yellowstone is mostly solid. However, there are still many geological hazards in the area that pose a threat to humans and must be watched out for. In an assessment of the threat posed by potentially active volcanoes in the United States, Yellowstone caldera was ranked 21st out of 161 volcanoes considered, based on an assessment of the volcano's history, hazard, and potential impact on surrounding communities and air traffic. Earthquakes are another hot topic, as the Yellowstone region is one of the most seismically active areas in the United States, with an average of 1,500 to 2,500 earthquakes each year. Hydrothermal explosions are also of concern, as they have created large craters within the park, the latest of which was only 3,000 years ago. Smaller hydrothermal explosions, similar to unexpected or unusually large geyser events, occur nearly every year and can pose a hazard to anyone nearby if they occur in one of the thermal areas frequented by visitors. All of these geological events have the potential to repeat themselves in the Yellowstone region, and some, notably minor hydrothermal explosions and strong earthquakes, are likely to occur in the coming decades, the new monitoring plan says. The new Yellowstone Volcano and Earthquake Monitoring Plan builds on improvements to monitoring systems in the region while also taking into account new insights into the dynamics of seismic, volcanic and hydrothermal activity in the region, said Sims. A National Geographic explorer who studies volcanoes around the globe and has represented UW at YVO since 2013, soon after he moved to UW from his permanent research scientist position at the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. As such, this new monitoring plan will significantly improve YVO's hazard forecasting capabilities, and will also greatly facilitate scientific advances that will help geologists better understand how the Yellowstone system works. The Yellowstone 2022-2032 Monitoring Plan, available here, includes a detailed description of the existing and planned monitoring systems in the Yellowstone region. In detail, the new monitoring plan has identified 2 distinct categories of monitoring objectives: backbone monitoring and hydrothermal monitoring. Backbone monitoring refers to the existing surveillance network that is already extensive throughout the region. While the existing backbone monitoring network is quite robust, over the next decade, YVO will further enhance and add to both its continuous GPS and seismic monitoring network and hydrological monitoring programs, which track the chemical, flow patterns and physical properties of groundwater, rivers and lakes.